Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today I have an amazing full body Pilates workout. This is going to be based on the traditional classical flow. We won't be doing every single exercise, but we are going to hit quite a few. So I think you're really going to enjoy this one. I will offer modifications for those ones that are a little bit difficult. There are definitely some intermediate and semi-advanced ones in here. I don't do anything that is too crazy advanced on here, but I will give you some modifications for those. So let's go ahead and lay on our back first. So go ahead and bring yourself all the way down. And just as a heads up, we don't need any props today, so just you and your mat, and that is it. Maybe some water nearby in case you need it. And once you're ready, just go ahead and settle yourself in here into your mat and just take a deep breath. And then exhale, let it go. Try to release through your shoulders and your pelvis. Take another deep breath in. And then on your exhale, think of flattening your back into the mat as you lift your tailbone up ever so slightly. And then inhale, send it back to neutral. And then again, we exhale. It's like you're imprinting that low back into the mat, pulling the belly down, and then inhale back to neutral. And again, exhale. Inhale, neutral. Good, 2 more. Just getting that lower back loosened up, your abdominals starting to engage, starting to connect with that breath. Good, and release. Good, take your left leg, reach it to the floor, bring your right leg in, and then just do some nice big circles here, just getting a little hip release. Holding on to the knee with the right hand. And then go ahead and reverse those circles. Good. And then go ahead and send that leg to the floor. Pull your left leg into your chest. And then let's go ahead and start to circle those. Left hand onto that knee. Just releasing any tension. Reverse the circles. Good, and go ahead and release. Bring both feet onto the floor. Just like we started, knees are bent, arms are down by your sides. We're gonna move into some articulating bridging. So take your inhale first. On your exhale, start to flatten your low back and then peel the spine off one vertebrae at a time as you lift into that bridge. And then we lower back down, bone by bone, and release. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, tuck under, peel up, roll up, and lift. Inhale here, exhale, lower, and release. Let's do 2 more. Just keep those knees in that parallel position, pointing straight ahead. Actually reach through those knees here and lower it down to release. Last one, roll up. Lengthen, press into the back of the arms, back of the shoulders, and then roll it down and release. Good. Draw the legs up to a tabletop position. Arms are going to come up towards the ceiling. We're going to come into our ab curls. On your exhale, lift up, head, neck, and chest lift. Arms by your sides. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We're going to do 3 more, and then we're going to move right into our hundreds. This is where we pump those arms, taking the inhale breath for 5 counts, exhale breath for 5 counts. You can keep your knees bent or extended. I'm sorry, bent, yes, knees bent or legs extended. Lift up into that ab curl, hold it, legs here or long. Start to pump as you inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. You're halfway there. Two more sets. You gotta keep going. Last set, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower down, pull the knees into the chest. All right, now extend your legs long. This is for full roll-ups. Keep your knees bent with the feet on the floor if you'd like a beginner modification. Go ahead and take those arms back behind you. Take your deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. We scoop, round up and over, reach, pull the belly back, and then lower it down one bone at a time. Inhale, arms come back. Exhale, chin to chest, scoop round and reach. Good, lower down. Find that control. Good, and arms back. All right, let's do 2 more. Good, reach up and over and lower down and reach. Last one, bring it up. Good, up and over. Good, lower down all the way and arms come down by your sides. All right, send your right leg into your chest. Give it a nice pull behind the thigh. Flex through that left ankle. Foot can be on the floor or the leg can be long. And I want you to go ahead and reach that right leg up to the ceiling for single leg circles. Pelvis stays nice and steady. So we're going to do some smaller circles here. Good. Inhale across, exhale around and up. So by flexing that left ankle, if your leg is long, that'll help stabilize that left leg. Good. 2 more times this direction. Inhale, exhale, lift in. And we're going to switch the direction out to the side, down, around, up. Good. Out, down, around, lift. Good. Out, down, around, up. 3 more. 2. Last one. Good. Bend the knee, pull it in, reach it towards the floor, flex through that foot, or maybe the knee is bent for more stability. All right, send that left leg up towards the ceiling. Point the toe. Start to bring it across the body just a little bit, down, around, and up. Good. Across, down, around, and lift. So we're finding internal rotation as the leg comes across, and then external rotation as it comes out, around, and up. 2 more times this direction. Last one. Go ahead and reverse it. Out, around, lift, and center. Good. Out, around, and center. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. 2. Last one. Good. Bend that knee in. Pull it in towards the chest. All right, legs back up to a tabletop position. We are working into single leg stretch. So lift into your abdominal curl, pull that right leg in, reach that left leg away, and then we switch. Switch. Good, reach. Shoulders down. Everything steady except for those legs moving. Let's do 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. 1, pull both legs into the chest. See if you can keep your head lifted. Double leg stretch, arms and legs reach out. Inhale, exhale, circle it around, bring it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, around, in. Inhale, lengthen. Try not to drop that head down. Good. 2 more, reach. Around and in. Last one. Around and in. Good. Lower the head down. We're going to rock up to seated. Rock it all the way up. We're moving into spine stretch. So legs are going to be wider than that distance apart. Flex through your ankles. And we're going to bring those arms parallel with the floor, about shoulder height. Sit up tall, so maybe bend the knees to get that position. When you're ready, take your inhale as you start to bring your chin towards your chest. Peel the spine down one at a time as you round forward, up and over, pulling the belly back, and then you stack the spine back up and lift. Let's do that again. Chin to chest. Peel off, round forward, pull the belly back, and then stack like you're stacking against the wall all the way up. Good. Chin to chest. Reach. So you can see why this is called spine stretch, because we're pulling the bottom of the spine back as we reach the upper spine forward, and you should feel this beautiful stretch all along the back body. Good. Let's do 1 more. Forward, reach. Good. Stack 1 bone at a time and lift. All right, open leg rocker is next. So scoot yourself forward towards the front of your mat so you have space to roll back. Beginner modification is legs here parallel with the floor, hands behind the thighs. Shoulders always stay down, the belly is scooped. Or you can do straight legs, long legs, holding onto the ankles, shoulders down and back. Either one, you're going to take an inhale as you rock back, keep the chin tucked in towards the chest. Exhale as you lift up, find your balance point, lift the chest and hold. Inhale, rock it back. Exhale, use your core, lift up. Inhale back. Exhale, slide the shoulders down, heart lifts. Oh, I lost it. We're gonna do 2 more here. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale. There's a point where you go a little too far past your balance point and you just can't get back. Good. Exhale, lift. Bring the legs together, bend the knees, lower the feet down. All right, just like you set up for spine stretch, we're gonna set up for saw. So legs are again a little wider than mat distance. Bend the knees if you need to get that tall spine. Arms are reaching out to the sides. Take an inhale as you twist, grow tall to the left. Exhale, round over that left leg, reach. Come back up to center. Twist through, through center. Over that right leg, round forward. Good, stack the spine up, lift. Through center, over to the left. Keep that opposite hip grounded as you round and reach. Good, stack up. Through center, round forward, lengthen, and lift. Through center, round forward, reach. Good, back up, twist, and round. Good, come back up into center. Place the arms down by your sides and flip yourself over to be on your belly. So we're gonna face shoulders and hips towards the floor. I want you to bring your hands underneath your shoulders, forehead is on the mat. We're gonna move into swan here. Just our kind of basic swan to start some extension. So hands stay grounded onto the mat, belly pulls in, glutes engaged. Start to inhale as you press the hands into the floor. Start to lift the upper body up off the mat. Just the upper back is extending. And then we lower back down. So you shouldn't have straight arms here. As you press up, those arms stay slightly bent. The head stays in line with the spine, so you're not gazing way up towards the ceiling. Good, 2 more. Press the hands down. Upper body lifts. Good, and lower. Core and glutes stay engaged, so you're not using that lower back. Last one, press up, lift. Good, and lower all the way down. All right, now you can stay with that swan unless you want to try Swan Dive. This one is definitely more extension, more control. For this one, we lift up, the hands come to the front corners of the mat. We keep the core lifted and engaged. Do not let that belly go. As we inhale, we rock forward. The legs will lift off the mat. The arms will lift. And then you catch yourself, lift back up, hands on the mat. And we inhale forward, exhale up. Again, you can stick with that regular swan. We're just going to do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Then lower yourself all the way down. Go ahead and turn one side of your head to the floor. Hands clasped behind the back for double leg kicks. Again, glutes and core are engaged. Legs are together for this one. We kick the legs in. 3, 2, 1. Keep the pelvis steady. Now turn your head towards the floor. Lift upper and lower body. Reach those arms back. Lower down. Switch your head to the other side. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Lift, extend, reach. Lower. We kick for 3, 2, 1. Lift, extend, open the heart and chest. Lower. Belly in. Kick. 3, 2, 1. Lift, reach, extend, and lower. 1 more each side. Reach and lower. Kick in for 3, 2, 1. Lift, extend, and lower. All right, press the hands into the floor. Come back for a little child's pose. While we hold this here, we're going to go ahead and take a quick little break. You can roll up and get some water or just hold here and take some deep breaths. And then I'll meet you right back here for the rest of the workout. All right, let's go ahead and come into a seated position with the legs long again. This time the legs are going to be straight. This is called neck pull. This is definitely more of the kind of higher intermediate exercise. So you want to think of your spine long. You're going to bring your hands behind your head. You're going to flex through your ankles. Now, this is kind of comes in two parts. So I want you to go ahead and round forward over your legs. So this is what's going to happen when we roll back up and then we round forward. You're going to be rounding over the legs here. And then you're going to stack the spine up nice and tall, long spine. Go ahead and start to hinge back at the hips. So we're not arching, we're hinging with a flat back, about 45 degrees. And then you exhale, tuck the tailbone under to roll down the rest of the way. All the way, all the way. Inhale, elbows stay wide. And then exhale, you're going to roll back up, keeping the hands behind the head. The elbows will come up towards the ceiling now as we round up and over the legs. And then stack back up nice and tall, elbows wide. And then we hinge back again. Exhale, tuck that tailbone under, roll down. Elbows come wide as you come down. Good, inhale here. Exhale, elbows can come up as you pull here, just ever so slightly. Use those abs to bring you up and forward. And then stack back up. You can always bend the knees as you roll down. Sorry, let's go ahead and hinge back first. And then you roll down. Maybe you extend the legs as you start to roll. Inhale here. Exhale, as you start to come up, you can bend your knees and maybe grab behind the thighs. And then extend the legs as you come up and over. Let's just do one more like that. Tall spine at the top. Good, hinge back. Good, tuck that tailbone under, scoop the belly, roll it down one bone at a time. Inhale, down. Exhale, elbows can lift as we roll back up. Good, coming forward over the legs and lift up nice and tall. All right, go ahead and bring the arms down. That is a tricky exercise. All right, go ahead and roll the spine all the way down. We're gonna do some scissors here. For scissors, you've got a couple different options. You can just lift your hips a little and place your hands underneath your hips for a little bit extra height and stability. That is a great modification. Otherwise, I want you to see if you can lift your hips and place your hands under your glutes, okay? Now this is only if you don't have any tension or pain or anything in your neck and shoulders. Now try to stay here. Let's bring one leg up at a time into kind of like a little bit of a hip lift. Now you're going to start to scissor the legs. One leg will come forward and the other back. And you can do this with your hands on the mat and your legs lifted, same thing. It's our scissors exercise. This just takes a lot more, obviously, stability. A little more core. Good, reach. 2 more sets. 2, 2. Good, 1. And 1. Good, bend the knees. Place one foot down at a time. And then release the hands. Lower it all the way down. Very nice. All right. Keeping now your arms by your sides. Maybe bend your elbows so your palms face each other. We're going to lift our hips up into bridge and hold that position. So we're going to lift up here, hold it. We're going to do our single leg lower and lift. So feel nice and stable in that upper body. Start to transfer your weight to your right leg. Send the left leg up towards the ceiling. Lengthen. Inhale, we lower that leg down. Exhale, lift up. We're doing that without shifting or dropping the hips or moving the spine or any other part of the body. If you need a little bit more stability, bring your arms down by your sides. Press them into the floor. Good. Do one more. Reach up, bend the knee, place it down. We're going to switch to the other side. Right leg lifts, extends. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. Reach and lift. Lengthen and lift. Good. 3, 2. Last one. Good. Bend the knee, place it down, and then we lower the spine all the way down. Bringing the knees into the chest, rock up to seated, and we extend those legs again for spine twist. So with those legs reaching long, Again, bend the knees a little if you need to. Arms come out to the sides. We keep the tall spine for this one. As we twist to the left, look over that left shoulder, and then come through center over to the other side. So you want to keep that spine growing tall the whole time. So no rounding, no flexing. Good. Think of squeezing your inner thighs, zipping up through those inner thighs, and rooting down through your sitting bones. Good. Twist and twist. Good. After this, we have one more set. Grow tall and twist. And last one. And then bring it back to center. We're moving into our side leg series. So we're going to come on to the forearm for this one. So we're going to try to stay lifted here. If this is too much for you, you can always end up coming all the way down here and doing the same exercises. But see if you can try more of this intermediate option. You can keep the bottom leg bent. Hips will be stacked, shoulders stacked. Make sure that elbow is right underneath that shoulder and that top leg is reaching nice and long. And holding that, really keep yourself pressing away from the floor and start to lift and lower that top leg. So obviously this takes a lot more work from the upper body with these side legs. And it's also easier, which I was just doing, to tip that hip back. So really keep that hip stacked. You won't be able to go as high, but that's okay. So that'll really isolate that glute muscle. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. All right, let it come down. Reset that upper body. We're going to do bicycles here. So go ahead and lift that leg up to hip height. Bend the knee so the foot comes back behind you. That bent knee comes forward. We reach, extend, flex through the ankle, bring it back. So do that all while keeping that pelvis nice and steady. So you're just doing, it's a nice flowing motion forward. We have 2 more in this direction. And then we reverse it. We keep the knee bent as we bring it back, extend through that leg, gauge the glute, sweep it forward, and then keep that moving. Again, connection through this upper body as well. Good, reach and back. Last one, reach and bring it back down. All right, heels and knee, or heels stay together for this one for clamming. So feet stay grounded. We just start to lift and lower that top leg. Good, lift and lift. Good, maybe put your hand on that hip and keep pressing that hip forward a little bit just to keep that stability. Good, let's do 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we're gonna go right to the other side. Flip on over. Woo. That side definitely felt some work. That lower body, or that upper body, but that lower part that was stabilizing. And then obviously that top leg of that lower body. All right, elbow right underneath that shoulder. Lift up, stabilize, shoulder down the back. Stack the hips. Reach that top leg long. Lift and lower. Gotta lift and lift. That's it. These side leg series takes on a whole new meaning when you kind of shift positions. Good, let's do 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. We've got those bicycles, so keep that leg at hip height. Bend the knee, bring the foot back to the bottom, bring the knee forward, extend, flex through the ankle, sweep it back. Good. And obviously, you only go forward and back as far as you can keep that pelvis stable. That is the goal. So you might have bigger range, you might have smaller range. Good, let's go ahead and reverse it. Go ahead and pull back, reach, extend through the foot, forward and back. Good, reach, forward and back. Extend and back. Good, 2 more, reach, forward, bring it back. Last one, reach, forward and back. Good. All right, feet together, knees together. Keep those feet glued together for clamming. Open and close. Recheck in with that upper body. How's it feeling? Make sure you're not losing that stability, starting to sink into that shoulder, right? It's so much easier to do this, but that's not getting that upper body work. That's not getting that core working appropriately. Good, you got this. Just 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the knees together. All right. We are going to sweep back around to face the end of our mat. And then lower ourselves all the way down. All right. Head on the floor. We're going to move into a few teasers. So I'm going to do my teasers with long legs. You can do them with bent knees. That's a great, more beginner modification. As long as you are rolling through your spine and not arching your back as you come up and down, right? That's where you're going to determine if those legs can be bent or straight. Either way, make sure you're not using your lower back. Stay deep into this core. Whether your arms are bent, whether your knees are bent or your legs are long, arms will come back behind you. We're going to take our inhale here. On your exhale, you're going to start to roll up, chin to chest. As you start to roll up, you're going to lift the legs at the same time. Good. Lift the arms, gaze lifts upper body, and then we roll it back down. We find control here, so don't just flap down. Think nice and slow, one bone at a time. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, we do that 2 more times, chin to chest. We lift. Good. Lengthen here at the top. Nice job. And then we roll down, down, and we release, arms back. Last one, chin to chest. Peel up. Good. Either knees are bent or straight here. And then we roll it down all the way, and then bring those arms back. All right, bring the knees into the chest. Rock the hips side to side. We're going to take one more quick break here before we finish up the rest of our workout. All right, let's go ahead and rock ourselves up to seated and turn over on to all fours. We're going to do what's called leg pull front. So this is, you're going to be setting up as you would a plank position. So shoulders right over those wrists. Good. Slide the shoulders down, pull the core in, and you really want to press yourself away from the floor to give yourself that shoulder, that scapular stability. Now, we're going to take one leg at a time and reach it back into plank. You can always just do a kneeling plank and hold that position, as long as you're in a straight line from your crown of your head all the way down to either your knees or your toes. Now, while you're here, I want you to hold it and either hold the plank or lift your right leg, flex through your ankle, left ankle, bring yourself forward and then lower that right foot down. Lift your left leg, flex through your right ankle, come forward and lower. So we're kind of not rotating, but shifting forward and back by moving at that ankle joint. Reaching long through that other leg. Good, reach. Good, reach. Good, 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower the knees all the way down. We're going to shift to face forward for Mermaid. So setting up in the Z position, or you can just bring both legs to one side with bent knees if that's better. Sit up nice and tall in those sitting bones. Arms reaching out to the sides. Go ahead and bring that arm of that front leg, bring it down, bend through the elbow, keep your chest facing forward, reach up and over. Good, come through center, other side. Good, through center, lift, and over. Good, lift, good, and over. Good, let's do 2 more sets here, keeping that opposite hip grounded, so that's gonna get that nice full stretch. Good, last set through center, nice and tall before you come over. Good, last one, and over. Good, lift on up. We're gonna switch the legs to the other side. This just gets our hips in a different position. Good, again, sitting up nice and tall. Go ahead and take the hand of that front leg, bring it down, sweep the other arm up and over. Good, and lift, and over. Good, lift through center, and over. Nice, lift, over. Let's do 2 more sets. This feels so good. This beautiful side flexion So all these movements, right? The flexion, the rotation, the extension, side bending, these are all so healthy for your spine and for your whole body overall. All right, go ahead and bring it back up to center. All right, we're gonna do boomerang, which I've done in some of my other videos. This one is definitely more of a advanced exercise. So I want you to watch me here first. So let's start in a seated position. Legs are gonna be reaching long. I want you to cross your right ankle over your left. Go ahead and bring your arms back behind you. And I want you to fold forward and lift the arms. Now, you're gonna start to come back. Bring your arms down by your sides. And you're gonna bring your legs up and over. That might not work for you, that's okay. Uncross, recross the legs. Roll yourself back down, lift into a teaser. And then bring the arms back as the legs come down. And then we come back to that forward fold with the arms lifting. Good, bring the arms back down. Roll yourself back. Maybe the hips just only lift a few inches. That's okay. Make sure you don't feel any tension in your neck and shoulders. Uncross, recross. We start to roll back down. Lift back up into that teaser as we come up. Hands come back, legs come down, up and over. Let's do one more each side. So start to roll back, hands come down by your sides. Good, parallel with the floor. The legs will come, and then we uncross, recross. And then we roll one bone at a time. Lift up, lengthen, bring the hands back, reach them up as you come forward. Last one. So I only want you to do this if it feels good for your body. This is not gonna be the best for everybody, so don't push yourself into it if this does not feel good or you're starting to feel any strain or tension. Good, arms back, reach forward, and lift. Very nice. All right, we're gonna do another rolling exercise. This one's called seal. Come to the front edge of your mat. Go ahead and start to widen the knees, feet come together. We're gonna slide the arms around the lower part of the leg and grab onto the ankle. If that's too much, just go ahead and grab onto the shins from the outside of your legs. Whichever position you're in, you're gonna lift up with your feet and find that balance point. This is another one of those rocking exercises. So this is the point you'll come up to at the top. Now, your feet are touching. This is where it makes sense that it's called seal. You're gonna keep your shoulders down, clap your feet together using the inner thighs. 3, 2, 1. And then we rock back and then rock back up. Hold and balance. Clap. 3, 2, 1. Rock back, keep that chin tucking into the chest, rock back up, hold and balance. 3, 2, 1. Good, rock back up, hold. 3, 2, 1. Good, rock back, rock up, hold. Now the next time you rock back, see if you can clap 3 times when you're rocking back. So we clap 3, 2, 1, lift and hold, clap 3, 2, 1. Roll back 3, 2, 1. Lift up, balance, 3, 2, 1. One more set, 3, 2, 1. Good, come up, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Go ahead and bring the feet down. Swing those legs back behind you. All right, we are gonna do a few set of push-ups here into kind of walking back. So we'll do the push-ups in kneeling plank, come back up to full plank, walk the feet or the hands back to the feet to a forward fold, and then walk back out and do it again. So I'll walk you through that. Come onto your hands and knees. If you can do your push-ups on your toes, please go ahead and do that. Hands right under the shoulders. Go ahead and make sure you have that nice long line in your body. Press your hips and glutes forward. All right, keep your elbows close to your body. These are tricep push-ups. We bend and straighten them, keeping that back nice and straight. We have 5 of these. Good, 4, 3, 2, last one, good. Now lift up onto your toes for full plank, and then we walk the hands up to the back to the feet, drop through the head, keep the spine rounded, and then we walk back out to plank. Good, once you get into that position, drop the knees down, 5 more push-ups. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Prop back onto the toes for plank. Walk the feet, or sorry, the hands back to the feet. I'll get it right one of these times. Come to that forward fold. And then go ahead and walk the hands forward, back into plank. This is your last set. Knees down, 5 push-ups. We have 5, 4. You got this. 3, don't let that back drop. 2, and 1. Onto the toes, back to plank. Drop the heels. Walk the hands back into that forward fold. Good, walk the hands back out. Good, and then this time drop down to the knees and widen the knees, feet together, hips back for child's pose. And you guys are done. That is what I call a full body Pilates workout. You probably got your heart rate up. We flowed pretty seamlessly from one exercise to the next. So not much stopping, not much resting. Whole body integrated movement. That's what it's all about. So go ahead and stack your hips onto your heels. Go ahead and face forward now. We're not going to do too much stretching here, so I'm going to link a stretching workout once this is over so that you can add in a little extra stretch, some little flexibility, but let's at least go ahead and roll out the shoulders. Yeah, we definitely want to bring the heart rate down and just get some extra leg flexibility, maybe upper body, maybe have a good standing stretch as well if you'd like to change it up and come up to standing. All right, so go ahead and take a twist as you look over that left shoulder. Hand comes to the outside of that left knee. Good, come through center. Twist, look over that right shoulder, lengthen up nice and tall. Good, 1 more each side. Twist, lengthen. Hopefully you feel that nice energized feeling from your head all the way down to your toes. So that's what I love about Pilates. You feel engaged, you feel energized. You might feel a little tired right now just because we just finished, but you're gonna feel so good. Your body's gonna feel so amazing the rest of the day and probably even tomorrow as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know if you had any questions. Leave them in the comments below. And please give me a thumbs up if you did like it. And like I said, check out the flexibility workout I've got here. And I'm also gonna link a standing workout here as well. So thank you guys again. And I can't wait to see you back here on the mat at the next one.